Lord have mercy. All right, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. We have breaking news. I was taking care, and I got this down on my timeline. Barbara Walters passed away at the age of 93 years old. She was an icon, a legend in this business. Started out as a young woman in media, had to be very challenging to start out in the 60s because that was during a time where women place was in the bedroom, in the kitchen, and she trailblazed that, and she came through three divorces. She divorced three times. She have a daughter, and today she have passed away. It's very sad. She was 93 years old. It's very sad when anybody passed away. It's very, very sad to see when they pass away. But again, we got the news today that she passed. And I know I've been Googling her not too long ago, and I was wondering, like, what's going on with Barbara Walter? They said something about her, having dementia and all of that. I heard that as a rumor. I was listening to one of the authors of her books. I forgot, I didn't get the author's name, but she was on CNN, and she pretty much said that Barbara Walters was hurt. Like she had a walker. She was like hurt that she had to retire. She was hurt that she felt that she wasn't appreciated, in media for all the things that she had accomplished in media. That makes you something is when you get towards up in age and new younger people come, and when new people come, they want you to retire. That's what they do with a lot of elderly people in this country. I believe once you become an elderly person, you need to be uplifted. You need to be on another platform. But in this country, if you're in media, they push you away and say, you know what, you need to retire. And that to me is great. Just it's disturbing. And people need to understand when you're in media and when you're working in media, you sacrifice so much. You sacrifice a personal life. Me doing YouTube, and I do it full time. I rarely have time for myself in my personal life because I'm on live or I'm researching a story. My phone is always ringing. It's something is breaking, right? And the more and more you do it, it becomes your life. And it's difficult to have a personal life because a lot of people don't understand. They're like, you went live, take a break for 2 weeks. You can't, because if this is an income, if this is something that's what you do, and this is your job, you can't take a break. So for Barbara Walters, seeing her have to go and interview politicians, head of state, dictators, it's kind of difficult to have a husband. And a lot of men, unfortunately, don't like when a woman have a career. When Barbara Walters, they don't like, a woman with authority. A lot of men don't like that. So for her to go through 3 divorces, I'm not shocked because a lot of men, unfortunately, during her era, how she was raised, don't like it when a woman is bringing home the bigger paycheck. A lot of men don't like that. To this day, some men struggle with the woman making the money. It's difficult for women that are in a career and they are making money and they are in media, they're a celebrity. It's difficult for them to find a husband to love them. It's difficult. It's really, 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 really difficult. And saying this, is very sad because no matter how old you get, that's somebody's mother, that's somebody's grandmother, that's somebody's sister, that's somebody's family member, aunt, brother or sister. I mean sister, because she have brothers. I don't know if she have any brother. I don't know if they still live it, but that's still your family. And so again, when I got the news that Barbara Walters passed away, I cried. I cried because everybody have an expiration date. Everybody. You're blessed when you can make it in your 90s. And in the generation I'm in, you're blessed to make it in your 30s. And some people you're blessed to make it 18 years old. So for her to make it in her 90s, it's a blessing, because not too many people can live, and for her to live a life knowing her purpose. Her purpose is to doing shows, her purpose to producing, her purpose traveling this country. Most people live on this earth and they never traveled outside of their state. They never been on an airplane. They never, been in another country other than America. So it's something when you can experience life, you have a resume that is an in-depth resume. Her resume, her struggles opened the door for many women, not just white women, but women, Black women, right? All women that's in media. You're standing on the shoulders of Barbara Walters. And I remember I watched her interview that she did with Oprah. And Oprah was talking about her relationship with Gayle King. It was an interview because Oprah's show is wrapping up. She's retiring after 25 seasons of the Oprah Winfrey Show. And Barbara Walters interviewed Oprah. And she brought up the lesbian topic. And she brought up her relationship with Gayle King. And she said, Gayle King is the sister I never had. Is the mother I never had. And she started to cry. And she said, shoot, I did not want to cry. Tissue, please. And she asked for some tissue. And so that interview, it struck me because you're Barbara Walters. You made Oprah Winfrey cry like that. That take a true skill to dive deep. And that is like my favorite moment when I saw that of Oprah. I was like, wow, I see why she looked up to Barbara Walters. And she said, I don't know a better person. Don't know a better person. And I remember when I was sitting at home, this African-American boy watching this. And I knew from watching that Barbara Walters and Oprah Winfrey exchange, I was like, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. So I stand on the shoulders of Barbara Walters. I stand on her shoulders. As an African-American man, I stand on the shoulders because it wasn't too many African-American men in media, that you have to look up to. You have to look up to the Oprahs. It was very limited. And so the people that I watched in my home, and so learning that, I've always say, man, thank you, Barbara. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the doors you opened up, and I will continue to keep your legacy alive. Thank you. And so I see everybody that was saying about this situation, and I was on CNN, I was on ABC, and it was very sad. I really had a good time, watching The View, seeing Barbara Walters ask the tough questions, letting, Governor Christie, I hope I said his name right, the former governor of New Jersey, and she said, you're overweight. Why? You're overweight. And she was talking about him being overweight and how she asked Mariah Carey, she said, did you pay for the ring that Nick Cannon gave you? Or when she asked the Kardashian, "You don't sing, you don't rap. Why are you successful? Wait, where's your talent?" So she didn't mind, being tough and ask you all the tough questions. So Barbara, my love, may she rest in peace. And she lived a long life. I remember Barbara Walters interviewed the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and I'm sorry, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and she interviewed him and she asked him some very tough questions. But the way he answered that, I said, "Wow, amazing! I really didn't probably see a black man like that, talk to a white woman the way how he did. So intelligent, on point." So she have interviewed a lot of people, and some of my greats that I look up to, she interviewed a lot of people, and I thank her. Thank you, Barbara Walters, and may she rest in peace. Send my prayers to her family. A lot of times I'm not gonna break down in tears because, of course, I got people watching me, and they're gonna screen record me crying. And I don't want that to happen. Our icons are leaving here. We lost Betty White last year. We lost so many people. And that's a part of life. That's a part of life. Thank you. All right. Cicely Tyson is another person. And I am definitely going to purchase her book. I didn't get a copy of her book. We definitely going to get a copy of her book. And I was very emotional when Cicely Tyson passed. I was very emotional. And I just don't show my emotions. And I don't know if I did a live or I probably was too distraught to do a live when Cicely Tyson passed away. I probably didn't do a live. But I will tell you this. She's always in my heart. Yeah, she's in my heart. May she rest in peace. All right, thank y'all so very much for that part. I just had to let that out. You know what I'm saying? Because I was heavy. And when I got the news, I was Barbara Walters, big fan. And she's definitely in our prayers. So if y'all have a memory for Barbara Walters, I will drop the link. And if anybody have any memories of her or any interviews that she did, you could definitely send a link on there. Yes. If anybody have something to say about Barbara Walters, if you're a part of, you want to say something, you most definitely can. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me go to this other topic really quickly because I really want to go to this other topic. I want to go to the other topic and I want to say this really quickly. Let's bring Glorilla up. Oh, let me bring T up for a second because she probably have something to say about um Barbara Walters.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi, I did see you live today.
I saw, and I didn't get to say hello to you when you came in, because
No,
I
because
was,
you was interviewing somebody. You was doing your work.
yeah, but
Yeah,
I appreciate you for stopping in, and
yes.
who would have known that I was going to get the news, like you did, that Barbara Walter passed away, and I never thought about it until I came into your stream just now, but yeah, we're standing on her shoulders, Wiley.
We sat on her shoulders, and it's not too many people in media that I've known that have been in there for decades in my lifetime. The next person I can name is Oprah, like on that type
Mm-hmm.
of industry that's that pedestal, like it's Barbara Walters, Oprah, you up in that area. And
Mm-hmm.
so, and she even opened the door up for Oprah. Even Oprah said it herself. So
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, I immediately said, this is something that, and you live and you pass on. And she lived into her 90s, just like the Queen when she passed. I think the Queen was like in her mid 90s.
She
So,
was old. Yeah.
they live in that life. And I hope all of us even, live a long, lengthy, have that longevity where you could just pass peacefully. I think that's a good way to go out. Just surrounded with your family, some gospel music in the back, and
Yeah.
the preacher give you your last rites if you believe in it, or your priest or whomever, and
Oh, yeah.
you get your last rites, and you just go peacefully. And you live like how she lived. I look at her life, and I look at all the things that she accomplished in a lifetime. And some
Mm-hmm.
people today, they're walking around, they don't know their purpose. They're not
That's true.
living. They're not. They just here, but they're not really living life. And so for Barbara, she had a career and she had to sacrifice. And one of the sacrifices she had to make is being there for her child. A lot of people understand. Everybody keeps saying, "I want to be in the business. I want to do television. I want to do movies. I want to." Well, some things that you will have to sacrifice when you want to do all those things.
That's true. That's true. I'm just listening to your take on it. I never thought about it in those terms. And I can't say that I got as emotional as you appear to be. None of her best interviews came to mind for me, but I'm touched that you are touched, Wiley. That
Yeah, and this is because I used to watch a lot of stuff, and then you can YouTube a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I look at Minister Farrakhan; he's in his 80s. You know what I'm saying? You have to think about that. These people are going. It's like going to be passing soon, whenever that day come. And
hmm
so I'm like, wow, and I'm like Barbara Walters, Cicely Tyson. She passed on, and she was still acting and still, I'm still in the business. And
Yeah.
she passed on gracefully soon when her book dropped. And so again, I'm just glad that we're able to talk about what Barbara did. And I remember they even got Kevin Samuels trending on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? He's been
hmm
trending for days and he's no longer with us. But look what he had accomplished. Even people may not agree with it or not. Those videos
hmm
live on forever. That's a part of his legacy.
Absolutely, Wiley. As will your videos be a part of your legacy, and mine will
Absolutely.
be a
Like if
part
you
of mine.
about your legacy. And
Yeah.
so that's a part of your legacy because you're putting this out in the atmosphere. And as long as the internet is out here and it's going to be out here, look like forever,
hmm
that's going to live with people forever. And long after you go on, somebody going to be like, oh, they watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just how it goes when you are a part in this business, that piece of you stay with the world forever.
Amen to that, Wiley. I just wanted to hopefully offer you some comfort in your time of grief.
I'm gonna be comforted. I when I saw the news, I was like, oh, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. And I
Yeah.
was hurt because you watch Barbara Walters. She was on The View. She did 2020. She was on ABC. And people need to realize she helped make ABC into the powerhouse that it is today. She brought a
hmm
lot of ratings to that network. And I was reading one of the persons that does her, and you'll do this when you do her history on Barbara Walters. That when you do a whole video on Barbara Walters, you want to talk about how she felt. She felt slighted by the network that they wanted her to retire when she wasn't ready to retire. That she felt like what she did, she wasn't getting the respect that she deserved. So, of course, when you do that documentary, you can talk
Yeah.
about the 3 divorces, who she slept with, and how
Yeah.
you're gonna do when you do a documentary on her. And I'm gonna be very interested to see that documentary of Barbara. Who did she slept with? And exactly
Well, yeah, let me tell you, don't hold your breath waiting for that documentary, or you're going to be, wherever she is, on the way to meet your maker. Okay.
right. So that's just how that goes. Oh
But
man.
yeah, I see you have somebody waiting saying let me on in the private chat. So I'm going to get off of here and just see if I can muster up a tear for
Oh man,
good old
thank you.
Barb. All
Thank you.
right.
Bye bye. Bye
Bye,
bye.
Wiley.
Yes, thank you. And I remember you guys, Barbara Walters asked Mariah Carey, Nicki Minaj had a song out and it's the B word. Are you the B she was talking about that she's talking about in this record? And she was like, I don't know. I didn't know I didn't know she sang. I thought she rapped. And so Barbara asked the questions, you know what I'm saying? So when people get mad and Wiley asks the tough questions, y'all get mad at Barbara. So I'm gonna ask the tough questions. Just like I asked Ebony came on the show and I said, do your yoni stink? Because that was one of the questions, because Armand said her yoni stink. So I had to ask the tough questions. All right. Let's give a moment of silence for Barbara Walters, please. All right, thank you. We're gonna move on to the other topic. Thank you all so very much. Okay, now I got to talk about Glorilla. I got Glorilla up here because Glorilla, I'm loving her, but it's something about this chick that I think she said things to go viral. This chick said, "I don't wear white pantyhose because I wear darker pantyhose because of dookie stains." And I'm like, Glorilla, that is not sexy. I don't want to picture you with dookie stains. Like, I just don't want to picture that. So I don't know if this chick is doing this to go viral. The other person said she'll eat the man fries. If he come on the fries, she'll eat them. Like, I'm just not with that. Like, she's troll. I can tell a troll because I troll for a living. So I know when she's trolling, and then when she get caught up and get in a mess, and she be like, "Oh, I didn't mean to say that. I bought my mama a house. I bought a car in a house. Bought my mama 2 houses. Bought my mama 2 cars. All that debt she's accumulating, and she even got the money like this. She accumulated all that debt. And I wear darker underwear because I've had doo-doo stain. I bought her a car. I bought her a house, a horse. She's accumulating all that debt, honey. I'm not bad. My people know, unless I'm taking care of 10 years strong, I'm taking care. Then I'll try to buy my mama a house and a car when I got money coming in for 10 years strong. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So I just don't understand it anyway when she go around. I know she's doing this to go viral, but I don't want you with no dookies. I remember when I was younger. I remember because I did not want. I didn't. Okay, should I tell this? I'm not gonna tell a story. I'm not gonna. It's personal. I'm not gonna tell that story. It's kind of graphic. Because she said something to say, but I remember. I gotta tell it. I remember when I was coming up. I had when I was younger. I used to put tissue on my butt because I didn't want any dookie stain. So I didn't know anything about cleaning stuff like that. So I remember I used to put a lot of tissue in my butt, so my underwear will have the dookie stains. So that's what I would put on there. And I remember I had an accident. I think I had the bowels, and I had an accident, and I think I messed on myself. I number 2 on myself in 8th grade. It was almost picture day, right? And they said, "Oh, he smelled like doo doo," and they called me Doodle Stick. They call me Doodle Stick. I had an accident. And they called me Doodle Stick. They really did. They called another girl Mrs. Doodle Stick. They called me Doodle Stick. But it just stuck with me. And so when I graduated from Perkins Bass Elementary School, I'm like, oh my gosh, I finally got accepted at Chicago Military Academy, Bronzeville. So I ain't got to deal with that whole Doodle Stick thing. Yeah. If you in Chicago Military Academy, Bronzeville, I don't know if we got anybody from Chicago Military Academy, Bronzeville. The freshmen, we had to march in the Bud Billiken Parade. The Bud Billiken Parade is one of the largest African-American parades in the country. So we was prepared to march of that. So we at the Bud Billiken Parade. So the people saw me from my elementary school, and they called me Doodle Stick. So it followed me in high school. They said, "Who is Doodle Stick?" Wiley. And there's 2 people that follow me, Joey Putman And Jasmine, I remember Joey Putman, Mr. Putman, Mr. Putman's son, Joey Putman, and it was another girl. Her name was Jasmine. I can't think of her last name. But they was like, oh, they talking about Wiley. And so it kind of like followed me, in high school, and they used to call me Doodle Stick. So, and it followed me, and it was hurtful. It was very, very painful. Very, very painful. And, I was like, oh my gosh. So that's what they called me. And I was like, oh my God, they called me Doodle Stick. And so it followed me in high school. And then I had to pivot, and I was get bullied. I remember one guy, he burned me with a cigarette lighter. I remember one lady slapped me in high school. So that's what I had. That's what I had to go through when I was in high school. I had to go through that mistreatment in high school. And I remember her name was Jasmine. I can't think of that lady last name, but I remember her first name was Jasmine. And we all got accepted at Chicago Military Academy, Brownsville. We all got accepted at Chicago Military Academy, Brownsville, and I was a freshman. And so it didn't really follow me into my sophomore and stuff like, because I started getting activities. I started getting smart with my mouth, so it really didn't follow me. And I started to get reckless with my mouth. So that's how that ended up. But then I got caught up in some other controversy, but I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, that was my experience in the high school realm. But so when Glorilla had to do what she had to do and say what she had to do, I think she overcompensate because she was in special ed. And I think she does that to overcompensate by saying these things to go viral, to be relatable. Like she says that she's country. I like her, but she say these things to go viral. And you don't need it to do that, because I don't want to represent a woman with doodle stains. I just don't. So I just don't understand that at all when it comes to stuff like that. And when it comes to, I want you to understand it. And then I get a lot of people in here. Somebody said, while you 6'2", 6'4", you should have fought back. I didn't believe in fighting. At that time, I was a Christian. I was a believer. I didn't believe, I believed in turning the other cheek. I didn't believe beating people up. I did not believe that at all. I believed in turn the other cheek. And that's what I believe. So I think she overcompensated being in special ed. So that's just how that goes with that situation. So we hope. I just have to bring that topic up because when she said that about the doodle stains in the panties, I said, I gotta talk about it because she's doing a little bit too much. She did this when it came to she wanted somebody to be an assistant for $100 a week, and then 100 some. It was low wages, right? Slavery wages. So I was like, okay, we definitely have to talk about this. Okay. Here we go. All right. So we're gonna move on with that. We're not gonna be on here too long, you guys. We're a little short. The Freaky Boys. I want to say I have to talk about the Freaky Boys today. I was on a live, and my good friend from Chicago, Terrence, as they call him, TT got it. But Terrence is one half of the Freaky Boys, and Pierre is a light-skinned one. Pierre is shout out to, I call him Prince Charming, but his name is Pierre, and the other guy name is Terrence. So I was in the live, and he was talking about how I just show so much love to the Freaky Boys. Now, mind you, the Freaky Boys is a rap gay duo, right? They rap gay lyrics, right? And they were out before any of these people were out, before Little Nas X, before the other girl that's out, Saucy Santana, before any of these people that are out now that are mainstream. It was the Freaky Boys. The Freaky Boys was one of the first openly gay artists to have a Breakfast Club interview. They was on WGCI. Like they were really coming up, and I really, really, really have to talk about them because a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know because again, they was out before Fly Young Red. So it was out before all of that, and it was really picking up a lot of national attention. And they stopped. Pierre, he works in Hollywood. He works in the business. And Terrence now is a teacher. But I just want to give them their credit because they have been doing a lot of like music. And I will never forget their videos that they did or in high school. I'm sorry, in college, and it just went viral. And it was just awesome. And I love the fact that I watched their careers. I remember they was like the first male duo that I seen kiss on stage. I was like, oh my gosh, kissed on stage. And I saw that and I interviewed them. a couple of times on my show, on my radio show at the time, and they always show respect, no matter how grand they got. I think they went to South Korea. They performed in South Korea, and that never really happened. A gay duo going to South Korea. They performed in South Korea. They performed at LA Pride. One of the, and you could just type in the Freaky Boys and type in LA Pride, and you will see it. Good friends. And I see their careers and individuals that that they're doing in their individual lives in LA and just doing great. So in 2023, I definitely want to, before 2023 get here, to say shout out to the Freaky Boys. So because when I was coming up in the game, doing radio and all of that, those two young men will come on my show all the time. I remember we were out back, I would interview them. At that time, I didn't know what I was doing. I had my little camera and I would go and interview them. And shout out to their manager, uh, uh, that they had. He's no longer with us. He passed away. Kales, he passed away, and Kales was like my gay father. He was like a mentor. He would always tell me, Wiley, they want to beat you up, like different people in the community, because I was real messy back in the day, and they would bring my name up in family meetings, and bring my name up, talking about how they see me out in the club, I'm gonna get beat up, and he would always defend me in the way how he had those people around, the Freaky Boys around. He was like pretty much like their manager, and you could definitely look them up. The Gucci Man Freaky Girls, yes, that's when they went viral. And I was real messy back in the day. They think I'm messy now. I was ruthless. I didn't care if you had the 3 letters, you slept with your man. I'm all about exposure. But their manager passed away, and I was hurt that he passed away. And that death taught me to be, to compress the gas to do what I have to do on my show. So to see them there come up now, and to say these two people that follow me that I've known, and for Terrence to say on Instagram today, it said, Wiley, man, keep up the good work. I love seeing you doing your show. I watch your show. And that was great. And he brought something to my remembrance. I remember I wanted to fund one of their videos. I didn't really have money like that, but I wanted to do it like that. And they did a video. You could type in the Freaky Boy jocking them. And they did like a Friday remix. They did a Friday remake in the video. It was real dope. So it's definitely a great show. A good artist that they literally put on a great show. And I would love to see them out doing music now. But I guess I think they in their 30s now, and they're focusing on their individual careers. But they opened the door for a lot of these LGBT artists that you see today. Because in the era that they were in, and TT definitely put it out there, that it was difficult for them to do records like that, because you in a predominantly straight community, and you talking about DI, with the rest, talking about Ping, and that had been very challenging. And so Pierre, this guy right here, Pierre right there, he won an Emmy for a show that he did with his friend, and he won an Emmy, so he's an Emmy Award winner. And they all had the Emmys. I'm so happy for them. And we're going to try to, whenever their schedule permits, we're going to try to invite them on our show, to bring them on our show, to talk to them and about their career, because they have definitely been there before any of these people we see today. So a lot of these LGBT artists you see today, it wouldn't have been possible without the Freaky Boys, for the doors they opened up. And they did it independently. They fund their videos. They went on tour. I remember when I first saw them, my grandmother's house was on 65th and Justine, and they performed on 65th and Ashley. 64th and Ashley it was a venue right there, like right there by the post office, literally a venue right there that they performed at. And I remember I left my grandmother's house and went to go see them perform. And I said, I got to see the Freaky Boys. I don't care where it's at. And my grandmother wouldn't let me go. So I just snuck out and I went to go see the Freaky Boys. You know what I'm saying? And I went to go see them. And it was definitely a great time seeing them guys get up there on that stage and perform. So I just want to give them a little love, give them a little love, shout them out. Thank y'all so very much. Thank y'all for the support. And also, they're on my list to interview in 2022. Now let's talk about Wiley, the recap. Let's talk about the recap of this year. We had an amazing year this year. We interviewed Derek. We interviewed Darius Cook. I was happy to interview him. We interviewed. We talked. We had Street TV. We had Black Tea Blog. In 2022 we had so many people. In 2023 we're gonna interview them 2023. In 2022 we had an amazing year. We talked about Tasha K losing a lawsuit. We said we was gonna fry chicken if Tasha K loses. We fell out with Tasha K. I was going back and forth and having Jay Solis back. Armand Wiggins were texting me and emailing me, and we had his back, and we fell out again. We had the neighbor. We had the nosy neighbor. Like the nosy neighbor was like a good interview because not only that, the person that she was talking about blocked me. Corey blocked me on all platforms. So that was like, oh my gosh, he's added to the black side. T.S. Madison blocked me. So we had Larry Reed on the show. We had the lady with the box of letters that was sleeping with one of the guys on Boiz II Men. We had them on the show. We had all of this type of stuff. We had Milagro saying she's going to hit me with a crab leg. This year has been eventful, a great year, great topics, a good show. And we were on all, like literally everywhere, and we just been doing good. Our Instagram is growing, our station head is growing. We have, accumulating so many followers. We're almost at 30,000 subscribers. I appreciate that. But the million people that tuned in this year has been amazing. It's been so great. This last month has been excellent for us. Has been excellent. So I've definitely have been a great show. How many times did you get blocked for the year? It's a lot of people. I can't keep up with the people that block me. I can't. The lady that said the man that had, yes, the lady that said the man that had the human. We interviewed, oh my gosh, I can't think of her name, but we had her on the show. Oh wow, wow. What was her name? Y'all know her name. She covered the things about the whole thing with Miss Rob. Yeah, she was getting sued. I can't think of her name. It was like so much. She was getting Philly Field. Thank you. We had her on the show. We were almost sued by Miss Shelley, wanted to sue us. And so we had a great year. And I'm looking forward to New Year. I'm looking forward to 2023. I'm looking forward to this, the last day of the month. We're really looking forward to it. It is definitely going to be great. Don't forget Monique. We went to her show and we had a little feature. We had cameras in front of us, and I wasn't nervous. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. It was my moment. That was the last part of the year. We Monique and went to her show, and it was so great. So I don't know when they're gonna air it, but I can't wait. I can't believe I went to her show. I cannot believe that I went to her show. I literally got a flight, booked the ticket, and everything. Then the pipe burst in the movie theater. We went to Vegas, we had the meet and greet in Vegas, and the meet and greet with Vegas was off the chain. Meeting our producers at the Usher concert. It was great. I'm expecting I'm going to travel more in 2023. Meeting my, doing the Cuff It Challenge with my family. You know what I'm saying? I was the only person in movie theaters to watch Bros. So we had an amazing year in 2022. And what I got for the 2023, I want to bring back Two Man and a Lady. I want to interview more in-person sit-down interviews for that. And y'all going to make that possible or continue to contribute to the show. They said who Kalen Walker, who was the guy that was found guilty of Kalen Walker. He was found guilty. He came on our show maybe last year, but he was found guilty this year. And we have stood our ground on that. Absolutely. The reality show that we did, the teaser on that. So we had a good show. We had the youngest black mayor in the country. Earl, Arkansas, 18 years old. So, we had that on our show. Shout out to that. Jalen, right? We had T Spiller, we had Trey Soul Raw and T Spiller. We had that collaboration. And we the Megan and Tori situation. Case. I don't know when the show would air. Hopefully it's sometime in 2023. But we have been working. 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 And we've been nominated for 2 awards, the Boss Babe Awards. We've been nominated for 2 awards. We have Mr. Ponder, the attorney for Bishop Whitehead, on the show. Yes. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. And also the favorite story times. Absolutely. We had Storm Monroe on our show. Has been a great year. And we're gonna continue to have great. We was featured on Storm Monroe's show. Absolutely. Oh, we had the actor that was in a BET movie, the BET Plus movie. Oh my God, what is I think it's Samson. Yeah, the comedian. He was in a BET. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yes, I forgot about that. Wow, we did interview him for the BET Plus movie. He was in that BET Plus movie. Absolutely. He was in there. My good friend, the comedian Samson. Yay. Wow. You broke the convict Toshicata employee exclusive. Yes, that. Absolutely. Like that wow, man. It's have been a year. Absolutely, that has been a year. My watch you on the low is search history. And Armand watching us on the low in the search history. Absolutely. That was a part of the year. Absolutely. It said your gift will make room for you. He typed me in my name just on the screen. Every time they go watch that video, they see me on the screen. The Wiley Show. Interview the entire cast. I don't know if that was this year, but we interviewed some cast members. Myself went up. Absolutely. Absolutely. We had Darius Cooks there. Absolutely. Where are you going to, Wiley, are you going to recover? Going to cover VS come back next year? Absolutely. That's going to be a trending topic. My views went up this year. Absolutely. Yes, it has. So we definitely will be covering VS. Susie, when she come back next year, she will be covered on the Wiley Show. Absolutely. Absolutely. We will be covering her next year. Turtlenecks, absolutely. Yes. So we had a great year. I'm so happy. I would have never thought that I would have a show and an audience of people that love me. And I thank you. Thank you. From the donations for my birthday, showing love. Like every year, y'all, it's like it get better and better. I thank y'all for that. Thank you. It's have been a great year. Absolutely. Yes, I thank y'all for a good year. Okay. I would love to interview VS. I have a picture of me and VS. We got a shout out for the Roland Martin show. We had a little rolling out back and forth. We had the book club. We was retweeted by Roland Martin. We bought his book, White Fear, How the Bride of America is Making White Folks Lose Their Mind. Oh, yes, we had a year. Next year, Roland Martin will be on our show. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we had a good show. All right. So if anybody want to call in and get something to say, we had Darius Cooks, the lady that he was in litigation with. She called into our show. That was a key. That was I said, where's your husband? She said, you sound like a fool. She said, I sound like a fool. Oh, yes. I remember that. She said, you sound like a fool. I said, where's your husband? Where your husband? And she told me, you sound like a fool. She was that way. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So we're going on our apology tour next year as well. We definitely going on our apology tour. Yeah, we're going on our apology tour next year. We're going on our apology tour. So we'll see how that's gonna go. I'm not gonna tell you who we're gonna start with. We're going on an apology tour. All right. So make sure y'all click the like button. I have the phone lines open up. Thank y'all so very much. Uh, and we thank y'all so very much. All right. Did nobody else call in? I didn't want to make this a long lengthy video because I just wanted to say something because I know we're going back live today. Because I have a big busy schedule. I do want to get a haircut. I might just get a bottle of wine. I'm not gonna drink no heavy liquor. I changed my mind, like Hennessy and all of that. I'm not gonna be drinking like no Hennessy and stuff. I'm gonna drink like a bottle, get a cheap bottle of wine, 2 bottles of wine, and that's it. I'm not drinking no Hennessy. Thank y'all so very much. Okay. We're gonna see y'all. Yeah, we'll get a bottle, 2 bottles of wine. And so I'm probably not gonna drink no Hennessy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna drink no Hennessy. But okay, I gotta get a haircut tomorrow. People are probably turning up early. That's why they didn't call in. Yeah, they turned up early, and I understand that. I just opened it up so if people want to have a thought on there, we will see y'all on New Year's Eve tonight. Thank y'all so very much. We're gonna be going live at 11. We're gonna go live at 10:30. That's 11:30 on the East Coast, 10:30 Central. So we'll be doing that tonight. If you are in the building. Hello, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Hey, I actually caught you before you left.
Okay.
I just want to say it was a great year. It's been a while since I called in, so and I'm a little lit right now. So I'm gonna just say I've enjoyed your show all year, and I just wanted to let you know that.
Thank you.
Keep doing you, and I really been appreciating your show. You've been really keeping me entertained.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you too, and that's all I want to say. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
All right.
Bye bye. Oh, I remember AJ. Oh, I remember him. He's out in the club. Oh, I got a story time, but I'm not going to talk about that now. Go to Trader Joe's. Yeah, we're going to see about this year. Hold on, let me see somebody calling. Hello? Yes.
I think that you should do upcoming next year. Can we get like a tarot card reading or a psychic on the show next year?
We will see about that, but I'm not into that. But if one want to come on, I would love to have. I would look for that. I'll probably.
Yeah, I think that'll be interesting.
Because Heart of Inspiration was in my email, so I would talk with her because she's just emailing me. So.
Yeah, that would be entertaining because I know you do all types of topics, and we haven't touched on that this year. So maybe 2023 we can touch on that.
Okay.
Okay, that's all I want to say.
All right, thank you so very much. Yeah, because she was just emailing me. I don't know why she in my inbox, but she like the ops. She be in my inbox. Child, these people ain't nothing. I don't know if she trying to put the voodoo on me or nothing. Speaking about a witch, did y'all see that on the neighborhood talk that it's some witches that help people get celebrities and they ex? Did y'all hear that? They help the celebrity get their ex? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? It's a witch reality show. I want to watch it because I'm interested. You think that witch can help me get Nick at night? Joking. I'm joking. Do you think that witch can help me get Nick at night? Do you think so? This is a Nick at Night exclusive. I'm Wiley Watch. Ah! Can it happen? All right. Thank y'all so very much. She said this is a Nick at Night exclusive. That's what she said. Thank y'all so very much. I will see y'all later. See y'all tonight. Tonight we'll be going live tonight at 10 o'clock. 10:30, 11:30 your time. So I'm gonna bring the new year with the East Coast, and then I was trying to be up and bring it to the Central. So thank y'all so very much. If y'all want to come on the show, send me. I will drop the link as well. We can definitely see y'all on the show. Thank y'all so very much. Make sure y'all subscribe to the show. We will see you on the next episode. Send this to the Freaky Boys because somebody tagged them into the post that we did. Tag the Freaky Boys into the post that we did. No, I'm not going live on station, you guys. I'm going to rest up. But send this to the Freaky Boys. Tag them. Tag them. All right? Yeah, be on time for us East Coast time. Yes. Good night, because I got to go. Oh, man.